and let us all do we can to build a better future.
Okay. Nikki. That's not her name. That's not her name. Haley goes on an unhinged rant. Kamala Harris is scared. And Trump, once again, is leading in New Hampshire. Remember how people are saying he's going to lose in New Hampshire? Look, he'll probably win it. He might not have a massive lead in New Hampshire. But I'm going to be arrogant enough to say this with the amount of coverage and commentary I have given about Trump. I'm seeing other independent commentators talk about Trump. Even if he doesn't win New Hampshire, he's going to win the other primaries. Republican voters want Trump. The other people, DeSantis, Nikki, all of them, because, I mean, those are the only two that have any kind of relevance whatsoever, are not awe-inspiring. They are not earth-shattering. Trump has this, okay? And if this thing in Georgia goes away, yes, Trump is going to become far more powerful. Any voters who are in the Republican primary who are undecided will most likely go to Trump. DeSantis is uninspiring, okay? PBD did him wrong. PBD, man. The PBD podcast did him wrong, man. They gave him a high heel boot or something like that. That was that was beautiful, funny, and I was like, oh, you didn't have to do him that bad. But it was funny. It was funny because it's funny. And then there's Nikki Haley. So let's talk about an unhinged rant. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Nico House and Hotspot, who are doing phenomenal work. You know, shout out to Nico. Nico, the off chance you see this, thank you for everything, man. You have been such an inspirational help to us. So let's talk about this. Nikki Haley putting satires out of business, one speech at a time. What's she talking about? Well, apparently Nikki Haley goes on an unhinged rant tying 9/11 to the need to fund Israel and Ukraine's war to protect the southern border. Listen, Nikki, when you make Trump seem reasonable and sound, all I see when you speak, Nikki, that's not her name, Haley, is a crazy person. Okay? Trump is like a scholar. Dare I say it, he probably has a better chance of winning a Nobel Peace Prize than you ever will. Dare I say it, he probably has more legitimacy to get a Nobel Peace Prize than over Obama. Okay? Yes, I said that, okay? Yes, I did. I said that. There I said it, because this is unhinged.
Now, securing the border, priority number one. America's acting like it's September 10th, and we better remember what September 12th felt like, because it only takes one. So if we support Ukraine and we support Israel and we secure our borders, that's less than 20% of Biden's green subsidies. So don't let them tell you that you have to choose. A president and Congress needs to choose national security.
So more wars. So in other words, she's just like any other Democrat politician.
A president in Congress needs to prevent war. A president in Congress needs to protect Americans. That's their job. There's a reason the Taiwanese want the U.S. and the West to support Ukraine, because they know if Ukraine wins, China won't invade Taiwan.
Oh, hey. So not only do you have to worry about Ukraine, not only do you have to worry about the genocide that's happening in Gaza and the bombings that are happening in Yemen. All right, everyone, give it up for the fourth player in the team. We've got potential conflict between China and Taiwan. Taiwan's a small island. China's a massive country. They've got a lot of people in their army, okay? I don't know the exact number, but it's a lot, okay? They got a Navy. They got an Air Force. They outnumber Taiwan at least, what, 10-1 or something like that? Okay? Look what's happening in the war in Ukraine. It's a stalemate. It's a stalemate. There are reports about old men fighting, and yes, they're even putting women in the front line. Break that glass ceiling, ladies, as artillery is being thrown at them. This is an unhinged person. The more I look back at Donald Trump's town hall with CNN, where he says, I want people to stop dying, I think that's like a work of art. great quote of his time, and I'll quote Donald Trump. I'll keep on mentioning that. And I hope he's sincere about it. Really, I do, because I don't want to be vaporized by atomic fire. There's a lot I want to do, and I'm sure there's a lot that you want to do. But this crazy nutcase lady says, hey, if Ukraine can win, Taiwan can win, said the person snorting up that booger sugar. You and Hunter Biden should hang out sometime, Nikki.
There's a reason the Ukrainians want the U.S. and the West to support Israel, because they know if Iran wins, Russia wins.
What did Iran do to Israel? Hello? Right now, there's a genocide happening in Gaza. Gaza's being blown to bits. Being blown to bits. Like there's nothing left. I don't even know how the Palestinian people in Gaza are ever going to rebuild their lives. The amount of destruction, it's not only just hard lens media talking about, a lot of people in independent media are talking about, and they're all showing the same footage. How the hell are they ever going to rebuild and recover? Everything's been destroyed. But apparently, okay, here we go. This is an unhinged lady. Here, we're going to listen to that one more time. We'll play it on its full entirety.
There's a reason the Taiwanese want the U.S. and the West to support Ukraine, because they know if Ukraine wins, China won't invade Taiwan. There's a reason the Ukrainians want the U.S. and the West to support Israel, because they know if Iran wins, Russia wins, and they don't want that to happen. China, Russia, and Iran are bound together in an unholy alliance, and they're bound together in their hatred for freedom, for democracy, and for the United States of America. Now,
so apparently China, Russia, and Iran are bound together like a Saturday morning cartoon villain evil society. Ooh, there's democracy and freedom and liberty. Ooh, we hate it so much. Sounds like an unhinged person. But hey, you want to see unhinged? Hey, look, it's Joyless Joy who tells you to get a job and shut up. With Kamala the Cop Harris. Look at this. Here, listen to some awe-inspiring sentences from Kamala the Cop Harris. Tell me something. When you hear your vice president says, I'm scared as heck, does that inspire confidence in you? Because it doesn't inspire confidence in me.
And what are you going to do to stop the crazies? I am scared as heck.
Scared as heck. What are you going to do to stop the crazies? Listen, there's as somebody who's lived on the south side of Chicago, I've seen my fair share of crazy. Someone who did 2 tours in Iraq, serving the Marine Corps, I've seen my fair share of crazy. Being an adult, I've definitely seen my fair share of crazy. And there's crazy ha-ha and crazy ha-oh. And there's many ways to deal with crazy ha-ha. Crazy ha-ha is, that person's crazy. Ha-ha-ha-ha, they're funny, whatever. Crazy ha-oh is either, all right, you got to get out and dodge, or either that, fight for your life, okay? But Kamala says, I'm scared as heck. Scared as heck. And the crazies mean that's Trump supporters, people who would vote for Trump, or either that people would be critical of the Democrats or vote third party. We're all lumped together. We're called crazies. By the way, Joy, big brain question right there. Why don't you shut up and get a real job, lady?
And what are you going to do to stop the crazies? I am scared as heck.
Yeah. Which is why I'm traveling our country. There's an old saying that there are only 2 ways to run for office, either without an opponent or scared. So on all of those points, yes, we should all be scared.
Be afraid. Yes. Oh, yeah. Be afraid. We should be scared. Ah! Want to go crazy here? I'll show you crazy, Kamala. Jesus Christ. Everyone's got to be scared now? I'm sick of being scared. Or being told to be afraid. We got to be afraid. Oh, no. Remember, hold on. Shush. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Listen well. Listen to me very carefully. This is how liberals view Trump. And you know what? I hope one of you is very gifted in art or in animation. You don't have to do this now, but I hope one of you is inspired to do this. But just imagine, this is how people who suffer from Trump derangement syndrome view Trump. They're in their house somewhere. They're probably a latte drinking liberal, wearing the attire of what any liberal would wear. They're eating their organic gluten-free food from Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. And they're watching the news and they're kind of scared, but oh no. There's thunderclouds happening outside. It's raining. It's a violent storm, but they're scared. But as the lightning happens, they see in the corner of their eye, out the window, a man on a hill. Lightning flashes, the man is gone. They look back at their TV, but little do they know that the suspicious man is right there. He's getting closer and closer to their house, and it turns out it's Trump holding an axe. He has an axe to grind with these liberals because he's rent-free in their head, because he triggers them so much. The liberal looks out, and they see in their door Trump angrily staring at them. He kicks down the door. They scream and wail and cry for their lives as they run out of the house, and it's Trump chasing them because they're scared as heck, because they have no backbone, they have no soul, they have no heart. They're afraid of Trump and what he could do to democracy. The light of the world dies this day because Trump is chasing them. He's chasing them through the fields. He's chasing them through the mall. He's chasing them down the street. He's chasing them in Trump Tower. They have nowhere to hide. They're hiding and ducking, but he always keeps on finding them because he's in their mind, because they're always afraid. And these cowardly people want you to be afraid. That's what the liberal thinks. Liberals, Biden and Harris 2020, these were your two champions? And their awe-inspiring message is be afraid of Trump? Here, don't mean to trigger you liberals, but okay. Let's talk. Let's talk about this. Trump holds wide lead in New Hampshire poll ahead of primary. Former President Trump holds a wide lead in New Hampshire, ahead of next week's Republican presidential primary in the state, according to a new poll. The new poll from the St. Anselm College Survey Center found Trump with a majority of support, 52% among likely GOP primary voters in the Granite State. That's roughly the same figure he scored in Monday's Iowa caucus. So I could go over this article talking about the polling numbers and everything else, but let's be very clear here. These two, DeSantis and Haley, don't have what it takes. Trump's going to win. And even if the numbers are still like this, Trump will still have the lead. He's going to win New Hampshire. All right? I'll be surprised if he loses. But liberals, you want to live in fear. You want to hide. You want to be scared. Do it on your own time. Don't do it on my time, okay? I got too much shit to worry about. So calm down. Quit your crying. Grow up. We have uninspiring politicians who tell us that we got to get ready for World War III. We have uninspiring politicians who tell us to be afraid. And you know what? All I want to do is just live my life. 2024, I said it was going to be entertaining and funny. It's just, I didn't also expect it to be so much cringe, too. Donald Trump, come on. Say something funny. Putting my bets on you, man. Come on. You got to do something funny. Or either I give a real zinger towards Biden. Something. Anything. Come on. I can't deal with these politicians telling me I got to be afraid all the time. We live in a crazy world, folks, but it's always been this way. It always has been.